Hello. Yes, this is Victor, formerly known as the Frickin' Film Critic. I'm fired. Just kidding. Yes, I'm back once again. Me, Victor, formerly known as the Frickin' Film Critic, and with another review for you. Two Sebastian Stan films back to back. What is this? Halloween? Almost. Well, today we're going to be reviewing The Apprentice. And we all know what this movie is about, maybe. From director Ali Abbasi, The Apprentice follows the early rise of former President Donald J. Trump through his apprenticeship with the now infamous Roy Cohn, a very crooked and very gay lawyer. That'll come into play in the film specifically. There's a lot of controversy surrounding the film, including the fact that apparently Donald J. Trump's lawyers and team have been trying to stop the film from getting any kind of distribution or attention, really, which seems like it did not work out in the film's favor. Sorry, not in the film's favor, in Donald Trump's favor, because the film did get distributed by Briarcliff Entertainment, being released on October 11th. And there's also controversy surrounding some very graphic scenes, some around his liposuction, some around his supposed rape of Ivana Trump, which was mentioned in their original court cases, but then later taken back by Ivana in later quotes. But, we never know for sure what's going on over there, so I'll let the movie speak for itself, and whatever facts already exist out there speak for themselves. Some people said that they were worried that the movie made him seem sympathetic, and that it wasn't incisive enough of a picture. Why make this if you're not going to tear the guy apart? Well, I'll tell you, and I'll say this is actually probably one of the reasons why I feel like the film works, is that I think it just does a pretty good job at portraying all these, now quote-unquote evil people as human beings, which is what everybody is when you really boil it down, no matter how crooked or terrible they are. It is very interesting to see them portrayed in this way and to kind of try and get a sense of how this could have happened and why, and it really just kind of goes to show that this really could have happened to anybody. Donald Trump could have just been another random Nepo child, although I don't even know if Nepo is the right word, but just a spoiled child who already had it all and then took more and more and more. So, pretty interesting to see it in that way. Other things that worked for me were the performances. I thought Sebastian Stan, specifically in this film, was very, very strong. I like that he wasn't just doing a traditional Trump impression, as I think that could have gotten old very quick. It's a very subtle performance that gradually turns into the Trump that we know now because he is modeling himself more and more after Roy Cohn, who has a lot of the Trump mannerisms that we're now familiar with from the get-go. The same could be said for both the actor playing Roy Cohn, who is Jeremy Strong of television's Succession, a show I did not finish, but I did very much enjoy Jeremy Strong's performance in this too. I thought that his impression was a little bit more of an impression, but still also very good, especially after having watched down some old Roy Cohn interviews. I thought that was a pretty accurate portrayal from what I saw. Maria Bakalova as well, from Borat 2 fame, plays Ivana Trump, and also fantastic. I thought she did a lovely job here. Everybody across the board, great performer. The movie is presented in a very neat little way stylistically. The first half of it is all shot on film, it seems like, and then the later half all on video cam or digital to show the transition between decades, and I thought that was a nice touch, and it gave the film some flair. It made it feel a lot less like a traditional biopic, because this is far from it. It's getting very close to the election time and whatnot, so some might say it was even a little dangerous to be putting this film out at this time and in this current political climate, which some might even say is a criticism. I do not. I just think that is interesting. So yeah, all of that is pretty neat. I thought that this was a solid film all around. I do think that some people might wonder, what good will this film do? I think that is honestly probably the most important question to ask about a movie like this that could have some repercussions on the state of affairs and how these elections turn out, because it could very easily be seen as a hatchet piece. even though it does do what I thought was a good job at portraying stuff in a very blunt, sort of matter-of-fact way, some people might still not see it that way, and that could make things a little bit ugly. So, I don't know. It's definitely something tricky to navigate, but I thought, considering the material, I thought they did a pretty good job at presenting it in a way that would be mostly inoffensive, I think, to the people that are Donald Trump stans. I will say maybe it could have been even bigger of a film, considering the subject matter as well, but I liked how contained it was, and I liked how it felt like such a small film to kind of show that, you know, the biggest figures have the smallest beginnings, even though his started off not even all that small. Still small in comparison to what it is today, I would say. So, yeah, I think I'm going to phone up my rating system now to give it my final score. I do recommend the film. I did enjoy it, and I do think you should see it, even if you don't have a current political affiliation. I just found it to be a fascinating watch and a good one. It's just a good story all around, and I will say I thought it was pretty crazy that they made me feel kind of bad for Roy Cohn, knowing all the stuff that he's done in the past by the end of the film. Very fascinating. I guess that's more of a testament to Jeremy Strong's performance too, but I guess the writing as well by Gabriel Sherman. He did a great job. And yeah, I like this. I'm going to give it a very strong 3.5 out of 5 stars. Oh, I forgot that. Sorry. Did you hear that? 3.5 out of 5 stars. All right, thank you all for watching. Once again, great job to all involved in the film. And I made a film as well, which is out now on YouTube, The Messenger. You can watch it. You can log it on Letterboxd if you feel like it. And thank you all for staying subscribed. Take care.